Okay, let's get to these topics. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion and little Tory Lanez have been trending on social media for days. On Wednesday, Tory was supposed to appear in court on assault charges, but the judge decided to push the continuation date to April 5th. Now, Tory posted this subliminal message to Megan: "You can't buy and tweet your way out of this one. Not today." Megan replied to his tweet by posting a screenshot of messages that Lanez had apologized for whatever happened the night of the shooting. Tory then responded with, "Good D, had me effing two best friends and I got caught. That's what I apologized for. It's sick how you spun it." Whew. Al, let me go to you first. What are your thoughts on this drama?
Listen, I think I called this first right here on FOXSOUL. Remember, I told you that this was a love tryst. And I still believe that this is a love tryst because one thing we know for sure, Tory Lanez has been consistent for him not being responsible for shooting her. And she's been consistent on her story that he actually was the cause of her being bodily harmed. So I'm just telling you, I believe him. I believe that something happened where she got jealous. I can see the three of them together. In fact, I would love to be a fly on the wall when they were all having that threesome. But I do have to give Tory Lanez this advice. You need to do, like I shared, what Travis Scott did. I mean, not Travis Scott. Travis Scott, right? The one that had he need to do what Travis Scott did. You need to go away for a little while. You need to get off of social media. You need to stay out of the media. You need to stay off the blogs. You need to stop texting because it just doesn't look good that you are fighting a woman in public, in my opinion. You clearly had something to do with the bodily harm that was done to her. And now you're trying to say that you didn't, and it just doesn't look good. Go away until the judge tell you that you can come back out and play. That would be my advice because we still like you.
Okay. Q, do you still like him, and what do you think?
I never got into him. I don't dislike him. I never really got into him. But here is the thing that bothers me the most about this story. I hate when people take things that are seemingly so simple and make them so complex. Here's what let's start here. The gun that shot her, who is it registered to? Let's start there. When they got in the car and got in the fight, who had possession of the gun? And lastly, it was 4 of y'all in the car and the doggone gun went off. Who had it? Did the gun fall out the car? Did somebody try to shoot it at the stop sign and it bounced off and ricocheted and hit her? Like, we're dragging this out, and I just need answers from either Meg Thee Stallion people or Tory Lanez people. Who was in possession of the gun when it went off? That to me is a very simple detail. It's a very simple detail. And I'm not understanding why Kelsey, the security guard, or Tory won't just say who had the gun in their hand or they lap when it went off. It's not that hard.
It was really weird that people wouldn't just automatically say what went down. It was like both sides were kind of like being coy about it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, the gun went off. We know that for a fact. Who had it? Did you jump out the car and it fell out your lap? How did it go off? And y'all know.
I think in this case, Q, I think Tory may have had some trouble with the law in the past. So I don't know if he had permission to carry. I think that may be the issue around this. I'm not sure. I haven't read this in so long, but I think the evasiveness around who had the gun had to do with who the gun was registered to.
Did you see a tweet today that came out? I think it was by, I don't know if it was real, and I was looking at my Twitter while I was kind of driving and I shouldn't have, but something about the prosecution saying that they have evidence to that beyond a reasonable doubt to get him, and they wouldn't be going after him if they didn't. Did y'all see that today?
I didn't see that one, but I saw I saw the barrage of tweets when they were going back and forth about there being a DNA report came back inconclusive, and then one side is saying, that it's favorable in their part. This is just too much for a very simple answer. Like, Negro, okay, maybe you didn't shoot at her, but you did shoot the gun. And Kelsey, that security guard, and Tory. Megan may not know because she was down the street walking, but between Kelsey, Tory, and that security guard, they know how that gun went off and who possession it was in when it went off.
Production, if you can pull up that tweet, it was or it may have been IG, it may have been on the Jasmine brand, but I did see that. So I'm trying to find it right now. I did see something where I want to say prosecute, but I think that's pretty unprofessional. The prosecution did that. I don't know. We're gonna try to get all the facts, so y'all be on the comments saying that we don't have our story right. Okay, so we're gonna get that for you. All right, y'all. I'm sure this isn't the end of this story. We're gonna get more into this.